Hello people of YouTube, my name is Steve Gray and thank you for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, and feel free to comment down below what you would like me to do for future anime and cartoon related videos. So if the lighting is kind of weird, I'm hoping it looks decent. Trying some new stuff with my lighting. I got a thunderstorm coming, so you might hear some big booms momentarily. And I got my one studio light pointed at the ceiling, which is white, so I'm hoping it acts kind of like a filter and makes my face look beautiful as it always does, because, you know, gotta show them goods. I'm sure I'll get destroyed for that one in the comments. But without further ado, let us continue our journey with Re:Zero Episode 3 Season 2 review. So, we get a little tiny tidbit of the backstory of the witches. So basically, if you know the 7 deadly sins, basically there is a witch for each sin. And apparently the souls of the witches, I think, if I know how this works correctly, actually get transferred into the archbishops. So the witches, besides Stalia, the witch of, I think it was Envy, they're all dead. So though Stalia killed all the other witches, but their remnants, their souls are kind of trapped behind, I believe is how that works. So Enchanada, which I initially thought was Stalia, or I just friggin' butchered the crap out of her name. Enchadia, I think is how you say that, Enchadia. We'll call her the Witch of Greed, even though Roswell does not like that. But basically, she is like talking to Subaru, says she has all this knowledge, and Subaru is just like, yeah, I don't care. I want to go back to Amelia. So, in a very Subaru-esque fashion. He drinks tea, which I guess is kind of her essence or something creepy. But basically, there were 7 witches similar to the 7 deadly sins. Stalia ended up killing all of them. But somehow the remnants are around and still remain as per the archbishops. She was very interested in Subaru because he ended up killing Sloth. Sloth took over his body. What I think is that Sloth is either the spirit taking over a person's body of the witch, or possibly the witch just bestowed some sort of power on him. Now we know there is an Archbishop of Greed, which we saw in like the first episode, extremely powerful. So yes, she is still what I would consider evil. She's a witch. She even said she did some bad things in the past, but who knows? Based on the Archbishop of Greed and his abilities, I don't think it's going to be fun. Apparently at some point in time, Subaru is going to go back and talk to her yet again. But for right now, we don't know how that's going to happen, so who really knows? So we found out that the reason that Amelia ended up passing out and Subaru was transported was because they entered the barrier. And the issue with the barrier is basically the witch is holding people there until somebody can complete her trial. So you got all of these, we'll call them like halflings, basically mixed breed people. And Garfield, I don't know if he's actually mixed breed or not, but he's trapped inside the barrier as well, and or is not allowed to do the trial, because you have to be chosen to do the trial. Roswell, I don't think was chosen to do the trial, and or he was and got beat up really, really badly. We got to see Ram again, which was nice. She noticed that Amelia changed. She thought it was all of Subaru's doing, but in reality, Amelia is developing further as a character, which is delightful to see her interacting with the villagers. Basically, she was like apologizing to them. Sorry I didn't get here sooner. Everybody else is safe. They were all happy to see Subaru, not so much Amelia. The elder of the village, or chief, I believe it was, asked what did she want. Are you just doing this because you want us to help you with this election? I'm guessing it's kind of like a presidency type deal where everybody gets a vote. I'm not exactly sure. They haven't really specified how that's going to play out at some point in time in I'm assuming a way far down future. Because we had a lot of ground to cover. Obviously, defeat all the archbishops, get rid of the witch, get rid of all the evilness. Maybe Subaru goes home. We don't really know what Subaru's life was like before this, because basically the first episode of Season 1, he wakes up, we get some backstory with Amelia and him, and that was basically it. Somehow magically got transported into a video game. I'm hoping they don't pull a Zelda Twilight Princess, where he wakes up and the whole thing was just a dream, because that would very much so annoy the crap out of me so very much. Don't do that. Don't make it a dream. No. No. But Amelia seems to basically have a good relationship with the villagers now. She bowed to them, said she was going to be a friend. Her reason basically for bowing was, I'm not really sure, but I want all of you to like me. I want you to be my friends. Because she's obviously looking for friends. Doesn't really have a whole lot of friends, because everybody thinks she is the evil witch, when in reality, no, she is not. Well, as far as we know, no, she is not. There is no proof definitively at this point in time that she is the evil witch. We have not even seen the evil witch. I even thought the Witch of Greed was the evil witch, and I was like, wow, they're showing the main bad character like really soon in the series. But no, this was basically just one of the witches she killed. So Garfield, beats the crap out of Otto and Subaru a little bit. Actually perished. Knocks the dragon down, the land dragon down pretty easily, knocks her out. And he is an interesting character, I guess is the best to say. It's like what you're saying and what he's hearing are not the same things. So Subaru's saying all this stuff, and Garfield is just like, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you. And then he was talking about how he knows his sister, and all of that was good to go. So basically now, we are at a point where all of these mixed breed people, including Amelia, are trapped inside the barrier. We don't know if Subaru is technically mixed blood or not. He didn't try to leave the barrier. But apparently only like purebred people, I guess, if you want to call it that. I feel like I'm saying these people are dogs, but they're fictional, so whatever. They're the only ones that are allowed to leave. So I think Rem is a full demon. She would be able to, Ram, I should say, rather, is a full demon. She would be able to leave. And Roswell, I think, would also be able to leave. Probably Subaru, too. But really nobody else. Maybe Garfield. I don't know if he is half-breed or not, or what's the whole story behind him. I'm sure we'll learn. Well, he seems like he's going to be an important character at some point. We had the whole rosary stone on his neck. Similar to how his sister gave it to Amelia, and it glowed. And basically the effect was she passed out going through the barrier, and now she can't get out. But she's going to go on the trial. Basically the same ruins that Subaru was in last episode, she went into as well, and it glowed, and it was like, yay, she's accepted the trial. The thing's supposed to glow the entire time, but it didn't. So Subaru is really worried. Subaru ran to step up. And it glowed too, because previously the Witch of Greed said that he would be able to do the trial. That was basically her gift. But, can't say they spoke or anything along those lines. And I think he ends up forgetting most of what happened anyway during that whole meeting. He just kind of passed out. And Shada basically gave him that ability to do the trial, so we end with him doing the trial. What's interesting is we get some backstory with Roswell and possibly Ram a little bit, but basically Roswell and his family, I guess, were servants to that witch, perhaps. I don't know if maybe that makes her a good witch or not, bad, good, I don't really know. Apparently all these people come to her for knowledge questions because she's the Witch of Greed, but it's more towards knowledge than anything else. She's very curious about Subaru and his abilities, where he's from, what he's doing. I think she has a big old crush on him, but so does everybody else in the show. So what else is new there? Ha! Pretty much there. Big old harem going on, even though he only wants Amelia. Supposedly, I'm onto you, Subaru, you sneaky little man. I'm onto you. I know what you want. I know what you want. You think I don't know, but we know. We all know. Anyway, my guess is what's going to happen is we are going to see the witch again at the end, probably, of next episode. I don't know what the trial is going to be, but basically, he has to face his past, is what part of the trial is. So I don't know what Amelia's past was, because we didn't really get to see that, but Subaru's past is him being in his room. You see all these like pretty princess girl action figures around. One kind of actually looks like Amelia, which is interesting. And then his giant, crazy, muscular dad, happy-go-lucky guy jumps at him. So that's right, we have a dad in this series. That's right. An actual dad is in this series. He's not dead. He's not missing. He hasn't gone to fight. He hasn't gone to go get some job. He is alive and well somewhere, and he is good to go. And I'm sorry, I just think that's hilarious because, you gotta admit, so many anime, there's either no dad, no mom, no parents at all, or one or the other. It's just kind of, a very consistent thing. Let's put it that way. in a lot of anime. But basically what's going to happen is he's going to have to face his past, face his father. Who knows what else is going to go in the trial. I'm not sure if we're going to get more character development from everybody else kind of around him, but maybe we'll get some stuff, what Roswell actually did, some more background on the whole him serving that witch type of deal. But it'll definitely be interesting to see what happens in episode 4. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching this review, and as always, have a good one.